There is one stock that looks excellent right now. It's going to go up, in my opinion. The stock is MP. It's MP Materials. It is a rare earth company, and it did have a $400 million Department of Defense agreement, as well as a price floor that's guaranteed. So even if prices fluctuate, we know and they know what they're going to get paid by the Department of Defense, by the government, plus a deal with Apple. So I'm not sure it gets better in terms of serious backers, the government and Apple, and we know we're trying to increase rare earth independence from China. So let's take a look at the chart and see why, even if you don't think any of those newsworthy fundamental reasons to buy this stock matter, you're still intrigued. Look at this chart right now. This is the $400 million Department of Defense agreement. If we look way back here, it basically climbed until August 8th, okay? And if we look down here, this is the Apple deal, okay? July 18th. This is a huge number. $500 million. That's not a typo. And I don't usually get excited about price targets, but when a top tier investment bank triples their price target, I think it's actually warranted in this case, okay? Tripling the price target is a little extreme, but look, I think it's fair to say that this $500 million deal for Apple to purchase rare earth magnets from the company definitely reduced the company's operational risks. That's the understatement of the century. Now, this is important the way this is phrased here. The stock has now priced in the catalyst, and other potential catalysts are on the medium term, as she maintained the hold rating on MP. So, again, I don't normally read into analyst statements too much. However, what is this saying? Well, as of July 18th, this $500 million Apple deal is priced in. Other potential catalysts are on the medium term. That's pretty unusual to say the medium term, but if I am to understand that correctly, this is when that statement was made. Okay, so the Apple $500 million deal was priced in. Then we got the $400 million Department of Defense agreement to buy at a price floor for their magnet making materials. And then we're all the way up here, right, resting on this technical level of about $60. So, big picture, you can buy it right here at $60. You can risk a few dollars, and the stock, if we are to believe that analyst, which tripled their price target, the stock could go to at least 90, okay? So you could make $25 and risk a few dollars. That's the bottom line. Two huge catalysts, fine. The $500 million Apple deal is priced in. Okay. Then, after that analyst made that statement, there was the $400 million Department of Defense agreement with the price floor. Pretty huge. And right now, the price is resting approximately where this level got formed. And all that means is that buyers and sellers agreed this price is pretty accurate as far as how this company should be priced. at the time. Okay, it is market, so it changes, but I'm not trying to be facetious or anything. I'm saying that despite all the nuance that could be here, we have this agreement between buyers and sellers that 60 is a good price for this company. It came back, it touched, it held that level. So buyers and sellers still agree it's a good price. And now it's curling up, which means we can risk that level and potentially make a lot more. And that is the name of the game in terms of medium term. Again, to use that phrase that analysts used in a slightly different way, medium term investing, which is what we're all about here. Okay. We're not just going to hold this company for 5 years simply because this news came out in the past, well, 2 months. Anything could happen in the next couple months. So if you're someone who checks your portfolio every week at least, this type of investment, this type of trade is for you. Okay. And if we do want to get exact dates, okay, we saw on the chart that was July 10th, the partnership with the Department of Defense, 400 million. Okay, it is in preferred stock and warrants. Okay, they become the largest shareholder. I don't think that particular arrangement of the deal is particularly bullish or bearish. That's sensical, okay, just like any other shareholder, except this time it's a department of the government, similar to the Intel stake that people have been deeming controversial. It is a little controversial, but when you're a smaller company, okay, $400 million, whether it's controversial or not, it's bullish, okay, undeniably. Now, this is the partnership with Apple, okay? This says July 15th. This is after the Department of Defense announcement. However, on the chart, we did see that even though it was announced after that announcement, when we look at when that analyst actually talked about that deal, this is a little bit later actually, July 18th. So in complete transparency, okay, I messed up. The Department of Defense deal came first. The Apple deal came after, okay, about a week after. And then the stock went up even more. So now it all makes sense. The analyst comments are still relevant. In fact, her tripled price target actually puts it up around 150. So now we're just going to completely ignore the price targets, which we always do anyway, okay, because they're made up. But we still have this perfect level. Those two catalysts are huge. They are priced in because we're past that date. And all you have to think about now is, do you have buying power? And what is your type of risk that you're willing to allocate to this company? If you like talking about stocks, if you want to talk in a community, you can go to stockscommunity.com, and I'm in there every day. It's $25. Try it out for 7 days. If you like this analysis, give it a shot. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next one.